Hello everyone, I am here with another episode of December. I am really far behind, but I am just going to keep plugging away. And I had to print out a new copy of this because I have no idea where I put my old one. Oh, now I just saw it. Oh well. All right, so I'm up to feathers, bingo card, elephant, and an element of pink in honor of breast cancer awareness. So I didn't have any bingo cards. So I went to the Graphics Fairy. I have a subscription there, and I printed out these two cards, and I just sprayed them down with some coffee that I keep in a spray bottle nearby. And I think I am going to use one of these as a base, and I have some coffee dyed file folder here, and I think I'm going to use this green one. I don't know that that's the right answer or not, but I'm just making a decision. So how are you all? I hope you're all well. It has been a crazy busy week. Just nothing unusual. Well, I guess that's not true. We had a couple of birthdays. My daughter's birthday was last Sunday, and she turned 21, and we had a barn Christmas party, and the barn where we both ride, and she works. And then it was my birthday, and then my son came home from college early and surprised us. I'm just going to glue this down. I'll probably sew around the edges at the end. And I'm just going to glue this down now so that it can dry while we do other things. Oh, and yeah, and I had to take I guess it was a busy week. I took a day off from work because my mother-in-law had her knee replaced. And while they were cementing in, the bionic parts, her femur cracked, and so we had to go to the doctor and have an x-ray and a recheck, and they took out the staples, and it was all good news. Apparently what could have been a bad situation turned out to be not so bad, because when they looked at the x-rays, you really could not see there was nothing evident on the x-ray of any fracture. And they had put in a plate to brace where they thought it had fractured just in case. And it looked perfect, which was super good news. So I did that. But amongst all those things, and then of course there's just work. I teach high school, and leading up to Christmas vacation is always a hectic, busy time, as many of you I'm sure know. So it was just a busy week, and I did not get to do any crafting, but I've done a couple. I finished off the previous prompt this morning. I posted that on Instagram. I did not make a video of that one. I had started to, and then I ran into some issues. I think this thing fell off, and then I just gave up filming. So I posted that image on Instagram. I had fun with that one. That was the one with the bee and a ticket, and I made an invitation to the Queen's Ball, and I did the bee for that. That was fun. I can show you. I'll just show you real quick. I really enjoyed it. It's not overly complex or anything, but it was fun. Yeah, here it is right here. So it says the Queen's Ball, and that's the queen bee, and I've embossed December 25th, and I embossed the little bee with some black and some orange, the rusty hinge, and some gold, and there's a little bit of sparkly netting there, and that's just a ticket shape. So yeah, so that was fun. And all right, so I'm just gonna let this put this aside. I'm just going to make this a journaling card. But I have an idea for what I want to do for the feathers and the elephant. So I went online and I printed out a pink elephant. Rhonda, if you ever watch this, in honor of you. We're doing a pink elephant. I hope that makes you giggle. Okay, and then I also have some other pink things. I have some scrapbook paper. This scrapbook paper is single-sided. It's not hugely thick, and it's from just one of those inexpensive Michaels packs, I think. But I really like it. It was probably one of my favorite Michaels packs from last year. And then I have, this is like some very pale pink linen paper that I have printed one of Rachel from Roxy Creations vintage letters on. And these are just scraps from last year. And then I have a couple aqua colors here for contrast because I like pink and aqua. I think that's pretty. So I was gonna, and I also have some feather dyes. These are brand new feather dyes, and I've never used them before. So I thought I would use these feather dyes, and I would make some feathers out of these papers, and we would give our pink elephant some wings. So it will be a flying Christmas elephant, pink Christmas elephant. You know, those Christmas parties can sometimes get kind of wild, don't you know? Okay, so here is my die cut machine. It's a Sizzix, and my little, here we go. I'm gonna put this over here, and let's do this aqua one first. And just, where are my good scissors? Goodness gracious. I don't know where I've just put my scissors. All right, I'm just going to cut that little end bit off. See, and these are double-sided, so if I do a couple of these, I'll have choices. Okay. So, these are my feathers. These are not fancy dyes. These are just inexpensive ones that I got off the internet. And I'm going to, they still are attached. Huh. We'll see how this goes. I like the ones that have some holes in them, I think. I'm going to try this one. I'm going to see how that works right there. Put these aside. I'm going to put that like that. And whoops. It's hard to do this on my little table while filming. So I always go through, I'm sure you guys know how to do this. I always go through a couple of times, especially with a new die when I'm not sure how well it's going to take and cut. All right, here we go. Last time through. Ta-da! All right, let's see. Ooh, I'm liking that. Let me see, is that showing? And then we can do some that are the light side with the aqua snowflakes, and then the snowflake with the aqua side with the white snowflakes. So there's that. Oh, you know what? I realized earlier today that I have mislaid my awl. Oh, no, there it is. I see it. It's just in the wrong bin. I have one of those white Michaels roundabout things, twirlygigs. Another one. That one's good. What did I do with... Oh, put it here. And this one. Okay, so let's do some pink ones. Oh, it didn't come out. There we go. Those are fun. Okay, so let's do some of this pink material here that says... has little messages on it, but it's single-sided, so I'm just going to cut it about the width of the machine. And what did I do? Let's do the ones that we haven't done yet. Oh my gosh, did you see where I put the, oh my goodness. Always doing that. I think it's the videotaping. I'm always doing this during the videotaping where I'll absent-mindedly put something down and then I'm like, I don't know what I just did with that. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll make do with what we have, won't we? So let's put these like that. Stick this one on. So you know how this gets curved a little bit? Do you guys like flip it back and forth? I'm always trying to flatten it out. But I don't know if that's worth it or not. Oops. Some plastic. Okay, there we go. Going in the right direction. Oh dear. Oh, why is this one so stiff? I think I just, uh-oh. It's underneath, isn't it? I just ruined them. Oh, Lordy May, were you guys yelling at me? Oh dear. It's all right. All right, it's okay. Like I said, they were cheap. Okay. So those cut out really cleanly, huh? Oh dear. Okay. We're going to roll with the punches here. Can I? All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these out now. Certainly not in one piece. All right, let's try that again. That was sad. They are wedged in there. Okay. So that one came out okay. That says joy. I like that that says joy. And then this was going to be wonky. It's going to come out in pieces. That's okay. We'll do a redo. Redo without it being wonky, Jessica. That was dumb. Okay. Okay, so let's get this through again. Okay. And I'm going to cut a piece like this. Nothing is underneath that this time. And let's see how this does. We'll get all of them on there to make sure that I haven't completely ruined them. See if I can smush them back into shape. See, if I get them going this way, I might get some whole words. I don't want them overlapped. Oh, now this is super wonky. All right, it's gonna be okay. There we go. That feels right. You know, I went through and I could feel how hard it was to get it through. And I was like, oh no, I know what I've done. That sinking feeling. Okay, let's see how these come out. Okie dokie. Oh, that came out nicely. Yeah, I think we're okay. I don't think I permanently damaged them. I've christened them. They're now crafting supplies. Okay, Christmas. That one doesn't say anything legible. Let's see. This one says Christmas wishes. That's kind of fun. This one Where's my awl? Kind of hard to get them out. Come on, you. There we go. There's another one, and these two are, oh, that one says Merry. That one says Merry and Bright. That's fun. And then this one says Merry. Those are fun. Okay, let me just do a little bit more on this aqua piece of paper. I'll do one more, and I'll see if I can get that greetings to come through. And then I want some of these, it's just a nice plainer kind of plainer kind of a pattern. So I'm just going to send those through, and then we'll start to see if we can give our pink elephant wings. Okie doke. So I'm going to pull these out and throw this back onto its shelf. And then we'll start playing and see what we have. We can always do more if we need more. Oh, another Craft-A-Lunch. I'm supposed to be, I know I've mentioned this before, I'm very excited about that, though. I'm supposed to be completely redoing this room over vacation. And I have big plans. And actually I forgot to do those other pink ones. That's okay. My big plans are fairly modest in terms of cost because I'm planning on using all IKEA shelving. So hopefully it won't break the bank. That's kind of what I'm hoping for Christmas. Two things. I want some woolen mittens because my hands get really cold when we go out walking. Can't really see what that says, but that's okay. It's still fun. Yeah, woolen mittens for my cold hands. And also, I really want help redoing my craft room. Hopefully I can recruit my family to help me out. And I'm gonna buy a bunch of Billy bookcases and some Kallax bookcases. The Kallax bookcases are the ones that are like 12 by 12 cubes. And then the Billy bookcases are just like the classic IKEA bookcase that everybody has. If you look on Pinterest for IKEA hacks, for like IKEA Billy hacks, lots of people buy the Billy bookcases. Okay. So here's our bingo card. Where's my elephant? Here is my pink elephant. I suppose I should fussy cut him out. Or her. Could be a her. I love elephants. They're my favorite land animal. If you have ever read The Elephant Whisperer, or if you haven't, it is such a good book. It is the true story of a couple who ran a game farm in reserve in South Africa, and he rescued this herd of elephants, and they were going to be they had just had this horrible trauma where the matriarch they'd watched the matriarch be poached, and they had rampaged and I think destroyed a village's farm or something. And so they were going to be, I think they were going to be shot if this guy hadn't rescued them. So he rescued them, and they were traumatized. You know, they have really tight family groups, and not only did he rescue them physically, but he became their trusted benefactor whom they loved. And the stories of him building relationships with this family and watching the family grow, and all of the just the most beautiful interactions that he had with them. It was just wonderful. I mean, there were sad moments too, but such an amazing story. So, and actually I listened to it on audio book. My husband and I listen to the audio. We commute together because we work at the same school. So we listen to books during our commute. And this was one of those ones that we had listened to on audio. And it was just because he narrates it. He tells the story. And then there's an afterword by Francois, who is his wife. It's just, I highly, highly recommend it. And you can actually go and stay at their safari place and see the actual remaining members of the herd and meet them and see them grazing. And they come to the it's called Tula Tula. Yeah, pretty cool. Great book. Would love to go there someday. Okay. Just need to free her tail. Okay. So we are going to have an elephant bingo card. Let's see, where is my vintage photo? I don't have any pink, I don't think. Oh, here's some ground espresso. I haven't used any ground espresso lately. I'm going to do that. Just to cover up any of the little misses on my fussy cutting job. The other book that we recently listened to is called Blue Mind, and I highly recommend that. If you have any appreciation of the ocean or lakes or any affinity for water, it's a really good book. And another one that we listened to as read by the author. Okay, so I want to give this elephant some wings, and I'm going to ground espresso some. I think I'm going to fussy cut around her ear so I can tuck I want to tuck these in like that, so it looks like they're coming from her shoulder. Like this is once I will give her some contrasting turquoise, because who doesn't like a little turquoise in with their pink? All right, so we need some coming out the other side as well. I love the idea of doing some thing for breast cancer awareness, because I'm sure we all know someone who has struggled. And if it's not breast cancer, you know, I have friends and family who have struggled through other cancers. So it's all good. What else? What else? What else? What else? I think one of the other tasks that I have to do this weekend is I have to get out all the things. So ever since the kids were little, I do my Christmas shopping and I stash it in my walk-in clothes closet. And I stash it in there. And then some point, usually the week before Christmas, I have to go in because I have completely lost track of what I have gotten. And even though my children are 21 and 19 and really would not take it personally if one of them got something that was slightly more than the other, I kind of want to even it out. I kind of want to have some kind of equality or parity in terms of what they open on Christmas morning, which is silly, I know, but I have to do that. I have to go take everything out and make piles while I still have a chance to even it up if I need to. Okay, so I'm going to make this wing go down more like this, and then that wing go down more like that. And I need to trim this one a bit down here. Oh dear, I lost it. Okay. So I think what I need to do is I need to like glue her feet down. She needs something to stand on, doesn't she? Maybe that's what I'll use this for. Just ink that up, give that some edges there. Oh, you know what I've watched that I can highly recommend? Have any of you guys watched Wednesday? I was so impressed. I kind of binged that whole series last weekend. I stayed up a little late a couple of nights, but it was so good. Just the acting and the casting, and I mean, it was just similar enough to Harry Potter that it felt familiar and lovely. And similar, and then, you know, they had Thing. I loved Thing. And I just loved it. It was very fun. I'm really looking forward to another season. The mystery was good. It was just the whole thing. I just so enjoyed it. All right. So I really want this Merry and Bright too. Okay. So we're going to go blue, pink. Oh, if Merry and Bright will be upside down, that's a problem. Blue, pink, blue. Maybe I will do Merry and Bright. Merry and Bright. Okay. So we're going to, how are we going to do this? We're going to ink this edge. And I'm going to just glue these together as a unit first. Yep. And then a little under here. And then I think I can snip off some of these stems to make them a little more streamlined, like that. Okay, so that's good. Let's figure out the back ones, because I think it would make sense to put the back ones down first, to actually glue them down first. So those are going to go like that. And then we need these to come in here like this, like they're coming out of the other shoulder. Pink, blue, aqua, pink, everything's getting tangled. All right. So I'm going to glue these feathers just down to her elephant back. I'm not gluing it down to the bingo card yet, because I want to make sure I can squeeze these in behind. So pink, aqua, pink, aqua, and then they're going to get slipped into the background like that. Okay, and I can see a little bit right there. I'm going to snip that off, and I can pull that back a little bit. Okay, that's how I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to, I've got my thumb pressing down on the feather stems, and I'm going to kind of hold them in place while I get them secured there. And then I'm going to glue the back sides of these to the bingo card like that. And then I think I'm going to snip off the stems down here. And then I'm going to glue everything. I'm gonna stick some glue underneath there, glue her body down and these feathers and her tail like that. And I left the head unglued. I think I'm going to leave the ear to flap, but I'm going to glue down her head and her trunk and this leg here, and stick some glue underneath there. Okay, so let's see, how does that work? Yay! And then I'll just let her ear flap, because elephants' ears flap when they're happy and content. And she's happy and content. There we go. I'm going to, where's my thing? I'm going to go around the edge here. Oh, it looks like I need a little glue underneath there, because that got a little wonked, but that's okay. Okay, excellent. All right, well, that's it. I think what I'll do is I will just, I'm gonna sew around the edge. I have some green thread in there right now. I have green and blue thread, actually, because I was just doing a gift for a friend, and the video for that is up there. I made some Traveler's Notebook wallet, and I put that video up there today. All right, so I'm going to go around the edge. Do I want a topper? I don't really want a topper. Do I want a... All right, oops. I'm going to ink that up so it's not so stark. And it blends in with the backs there. I could actually get underneath a little bit, I think. Okay, yep, I'm just going to sew. And I don't think it needs some splatters, doesn't it? What color kind of splatter? We need something sparkly. Where's my, oh, look what I have that I haven't used. I've got these gold mica flakes that I have not yet tried. Ooh, it's goopy. Look how goopy that is. All right, let's get a paintbrush and let us, I think it's just mica flakes in gold. So let's do some gold mica flakes on her wings, because, you know, who doesn't like a little glitter on their wings? And you know what else? I think she needs some glitter on her trunk. I mean, what are these tusks? Well, these are very chunky. So this is Golden Acrylics Gold Mica Flake Small. And even though it looks like it's small on the I guess you have to glop it on. That's so interesting. It's very gloppy. So we're going to glop those gold mica flakes on because she is a sparkly magic fairy elephant. There we go. All right. Maybe she leaves a little trail of mica flake fairy dust everywhere she goes. There we go. All right, so I'm going to let that dry. I don't know how it will respond to a heat gun. And then I will take a picture of it, and the picture that is the icon for this video will be the finished elephant. So thank you all for hanging out. I hope you are having a lovely weekend, a crafty Saturday, and I will see you all soon. Stay safe. Bye-bye.